What's up, everybody, and welcome to issue 15 of Geek Pop Podcast. With me, as always, is Josh.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Josh, 15 weeks.
15 whole weeks. Our podcast is now, it can almost drive. Like, it's at the point where it wants to, but it's not allowed to yet.
Yeah, I think when I was 15, I think I got my learner's permit.
Oh, yeah, you do at 15, don't you?
Well,
I don't think you do anymore.
Yeah, that was going to be my next statement.
Yeah, because you know what? Kids have gotten stupider over the years.
And I'm glad it keeps them off the streets.
Yeah, if anything to keep kids off the streets. That's what we at Geek Pop are all about.
Off the streets, on the internet, listening to the shitty show.
Yeah, we want to subject children to our horribly PG-13 R-rated nonsense.
Oh, it's R for sure.
A hard R. It's a hard R. In more ways than one. I've already broken myself.
I want to make rap jokes, but they seem inappropriate at the time.
I feel like that'd be a good t-shirt. A hard R in more ways than one. Geek Pop Podcast.
Well, Josh, this week's my weekend roundup is going to start with a trip to the hard R, a.k.a. Target.
the Target.
The Target.
Okay.
So, I feel like a lot of my stories have culminated from me going shopping for things.
Yeah, for I'm the guy who, like, had a few stories about elevators in a row, and then suddenly I got labeled as, like, the social pariah. You're the guy who can't even go to a store like a normal person. I mean...
I go to the store like a normal person. They just sense the fame radiating off my body.
Oh, okay, that's it.
So they're like, if I tell him a story, maybe he'll tell the story online and not reference me by name at all. And then they're part of the show.
Do you think that's really what they're thinking? Is like, I sense that guy has a platform.
I want to get on that high horse with this motherfucker. We're riding off the retail sunset together.
Let's do this. Now's my chance.
So, I guess we'll call it my nephew, but not really. It's like one of my best friend's sister's kids, but I'm pretty much Uncle Toby to all of them.
Okay. Gotcha.
So he turned 2, and I had to get presents for a 2-year-old Josh.
All right. I mean, I feel like when I go shopping for myself, it's essentially presents for like an 8-year-old, so it couldn't be that much harder.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't see this kid enough to know what he's actually into.
but he's like your nephew. You guys are super close.
He's still family. I have a brother I don't fucking talk to. It doesn't make a difference.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, exactly. So I asked his mom before I went shopping. I was like, hey, what size clothes does he wear? What's he into? So she gave me the sizes and said, he's into anything, don't worry about it.
Minecraft. That means he likes Minecraft.
You know what? It was tempting. It was really fucking tempting to get a Minecraft shit and being like, this is what Minecraft is. But I don't know if he would like it. I also thought Power Rangers. And again, I was like, I don't know if a 2-year-old would know what Power Rangers is.
Or it's like, kid, if you like this, man, I have got some videos you need to see. They involve me and are a lot of bad words. But other than that.
But like, if you never see someone, they like anything, that doesn't really narrow down the gift selection.
Well, I think by definition that does not narrow at all. Like likes
you can say absolutely nothing to answer my question.
Exactly.
It's the same answer as anything. Nothing is the same answer as anything.
If I'm dealing with the subset of things that I can buy that he would like, you have not narrowed that subset down whatsoever.
The last time we talked about the Venn diagram, it was just that real generic area.
Yeah.
This one is if you put both circles right on top of each other and said, these are the gifts you can buy for a 2-year-old. It's just a giant fucking purple circle of anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So I went the only smart route I think I could, and I bought him clothes.
Okay.
I bought him clothes like the ones I wear to work.
So you bought him dress clothes?
Close enough. Like, a lot of my button-up shirts are the ones that have the buttons by the elbow. So you can, like, roll up your sleeves and button them up kind of thing.
Okay.
So I bought him 2 of those shirts.
Wait, it has the button like where you roll it up and then you loop a thing around once it's rolled up, or?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know how his shirts operate. I vaguely know how mine operate.
All right.
But,
I mean,
so yeah,
those sleeves are getting chopped right off anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
It's on a white dress shirt,
oh, okay.
And I don't know if he's ready to start exposing his 2-year-old guns to the world underneath sweaters. So it's really maybe not time for that yet.
Hey, 2-year-old girl, did you get your tickets to the Pop Gun show?
So I got him 2 dress shirts, and I got him like a zip-up fleece kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is really not good of a story, but I don't care. So I go in line.
I'm just glad you realized that halfway through.
No, because I'm still wearing my work clothes when I go shopping after work.
Okay.
So I throw them on the counter, and this girl's trying to make small talk with me. And she goes, man, they make way nicer clothes for kids than they do for grown-ups. So I looked at her and I was like, it's the same exact kind of clothes I'm wearing right now? And she just gave me this really weird look of like, why the fuck did you say that to me? And I don't know why.
See, she should have went hard back at you and was like, well, this hanger wears them way better than you.
See how this hanger fills out the figure of this form. Somehow you as a grown man do not fill out this shirt, and it looks weird on you. But it looks fantastic on this hanger with no shoulders.
I guess I was influenced by your ugly face.
I was distracted by that shit show you call a beard, and I apologize, sir.
I was taking the sum average of your entire body and then applying it to the clothes, which wasn't fair, I'll be honest.
But, so eventually over the weekend I go to this kid's party, and he liked the jacket, he seemed like he liked the dress clothes, but everyone else got fucking toys. And then everyone at the fucking party's talking about things, and they're like, oh yeah, I told so-and-so to get him this. I told so-and-so to get him this. So I bought him a goddamn fucking stuffed Ninja Turtle. I would have did that.
You got punked out by mom is what that sounds like to me.
That's why I fucking think so, too.
Yeah.
Because he loved that goddamn Ninja Turtle, because I loved the Ninja Turtle at 31.
Because you were like, I'm going to steal that from this kid. He's not even my real nephew.
And then the most offensive part was one of their friends said it was Donatello because a goddamn blue bandana around his eyes, so I called him a dumb motherfucker and said it was Leonardo.
Yeah, you laid down your knowledge. Listen, I know the turtles.
You have to.
You do. You have to know the turtles.
He has to learn at a young age / old age. They both need to wisen up to the world of the Ninja Turtles.
Both parties were a foul here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to break it down for you about this party. You said this kid liked his jacket and stuff. He's a 2-year-old boy. He doesn't give a crap about clothes. Like,
he put him on right away.
Okay, like he probably did, but like he would have put it on a plastic bag if you had handed it to him, I'm sure. Like 2-year-olds don't have that much like mental like ability, right? Listen, I remember I don't know.
The less I talk, the more drawn out and awkward people have lack of mental abilities.
Statement becomes.
Rant is right there, your monologue. You know, the 2-year-olds, they don't really have the proper mental abilities.
You have. I'm pretty sure you've ascertained my Achilles heel of this podcast, which is if you just lay out, I will fill space, and it will get dumber and dumber.
But yeah, so that was the kid's birthday. I wish I would have bought him toys, but I didn't know what to buy him.
No, I was trying to compliment you in a roundabout way. I was saying he didn't care about the clothes.
Fuck you! You were complimenting shit.
I was too. Listen. But you brought the most important present there because now the next time they have to go to something important and the kid has to dress up, they won't be scrambling around to find nice looking clothes. They'll already have them because you have bought them for him. See?
Not only that, I'm sure they'll force the kid to wear them in front of me one of those times because that always seemed like a thing parents did. Make sure you wear your new sweater in front of grandma. Make sure you wear your new hat.
True.
You know, she spent money on it for you, mate. Just today only. I know it looks horrible on you.
Yeah, where's that ugly sweater your grandma made? We have to wear it.
I know it's a knit salmon sweater and you don't wear pink, but, you know, Gran made it for you because she forgot you were a boy and thought you were a girl, so just wear it to Thanksgiving dinner, please. We're only going to take like 75 pictures while everyone's together. Just let it go.
I'll go buy you a Ninja Turtle after that, okay? Can we just move on?
And then the next day when we were all watching football, Josh, do you ever eat spicy food or hot food?
Yeah, sometimes. Not like super. I'm not like crazy XXX ghost chili pepper powder, but like sure. I will eat a spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's. Does that count? How about Red Hot Blues tortilla chips? Those are a little spicy.
Sure.
How about pepper jack cheese? Does that count? Does that count at all?
You know, also spicy milk.
What about barbecue chips?
What about ranch dressing?
what about things that are the opposite of spicy?
Do you ever have ice? That shit fucking burns your mouth, man. But so me and one of my best friends, we always had this thing where we fuck with each other with like hot peppers and hot sauces.
Great.
Like, for Christmas, I bought him actual ghost peppers, and we both ate one, and it was the worst experience of my goddamn life.
Aren't those actually dangerous to put in your body? Like,
probably.
How do they rate on the scale of, like, this is just pepper spray?
I think they use ghost peppers...
For pepper spray?
Yeah.
Great.
And, like, bear mace. They put it in bear mace. It takes down a bear. It also takes down my asshole the next morning. That's a different story,
gross.
Josh.
Here's your next level challenge. Just buy some ghost peppers, crunch them up, and just smear them in your eyes. Just skip right to the end.
Well, when we ate the ghost peppers a while ago, I felt the heat in my chest for like 15 minutes and it wouldn't go away.
Oh, dear Lord. That's your body, like, burning from the inside.
It was trying to check out on me, but I had to force my way through.
You'll not stop beating.
So my buddy grew peppers in his backyard this year, and they're like the tiniest fucking little red peppers ever, like almost the size of your fingernail, small.
Okay.
And he's like, these motherfuckers are hot. You have to try one with me. So he hands me one. It looks like a Mike and Ike.
Yeah.
Like about that size, if not smaller. But I was like, you're fucking eating one too, right? Just to make sure. So he's like, yeah. He pops it in his mouth. I eat mine. And Josh, like, it burnt so bad I couldn't talk for 5 minutes. And everyone keeps going, are you okay? Your face is really red. Are you okay? I like just tears streaming down my face from being in pain. And for some reason, it actually fucked me up so bad that my tears burned. So I couldn't even cry out the pain. Like, it was actually just, like, that bad. That I had my, like, face tucked into, like, my elbow, just holding my face. Like, everyone's, like, telling everyone to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. So I was dying. It was the worst thing ever.
So it corrupted all of the fluids in your body. Like, it just seeped into your tear ducts.
Yeah, but in, like, 5 minutes. Like, I know better than not touch my fucking eyes. Like, that's a horrible, horrible thing, to touch your eyes with anything hot on them.
Sure.
But yeah, it fucking collapsed me.
I picture your body as like that cartoon thing where you have like a trap door and you swing it open and it's just fire.
That's probably what it was.
And then we slam it shut.
And the other good hot pepper story that I have is once I tried to make jalapeno poppers at home.
Okay, I like those. Speaking of hot foods that I will eat.
All right, so you're moving up in the world.
I'll eat some jalapeno.
So I bought a bunch of jalapenos and just like cut them in half and like took the guts out and made cream cheese filling and fried them all that shit.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I guess I never thought about the fact that those are covered with oil, like hot peppers.
Sure. Okay. I guess.
Or I don't know.
I don't know.
Capsaicin. I don't know.
Capsaicin?
One of those words. Sure.
Yep.
So I cut them all. We eat dinner, and all of a sudden, my hand just starts burning. So I looked down at my hand, and like my entire hand had broken out, I guess from the jalapenos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that's never happened to me before. But I was actually afraid to touch anything the entire night. Like I had to poop at one point, and I was afraid to wipe, and I was afraid to like touch my dick when I peed and everything. And it was just a bad day.
So you're just like swinging it around in the bathroom, like what? I have to be very careful.
I had to awkwardly maneuver all night.
I just picture you just like dropping trout and then just like leaning forward at a 45-degree angle. Like, all right, we got this. Yep.
But I didn't know what to do. So my girlfriend at the time was a nurse, and she was trying to give me like Benadryl. I think it makes burning and like itching stop.
It handles like rashes and stuff too, I think.
Yeah, that did not stop the jalapenos. But I was like covering my hand in creams and spices and all sorts of shit to make the pain go away. It just never went away.
I want to point out you are putting some stank on that word, by the way.
What?
Jalapeno. You're really leaning into the Spanish pronunciation.
Me gusta, por favor.
Yeah. Mi nombre es Toby. Me gusta jalapenos.
Isn't it Yama? Me llama?
Me llamo. I mean, Yamo would be. Listen, I don't know. I took like 6 years of Spanish. That's all I can say, and it's probably already wrong.
I took like 9 years of French and managed to almost fail out 2 or 3 times of it in college.
Great.
And you figure that's the second half of that course too. That's pretty much, you should know these words by now.
Yeah, that is for sure. We fail at languages, even English, to be fair.
Yeah.
I bet you're a guy who pronounces it anime instead of anime too, right? Is that you?
Hentai?
No, anime.
Oh, waifu. I know waifu.
Waifu. All right. I just want to talk about you pronouncing things, really.
Let me have some water with my bagel. Josh, what do you know about sports?
Toby, ask me anything about sports. I know literally everything about sports.
Okay, this is going to be football for $100, like Jeopardy.
Okay, great. Alex, I'll take football for 100.
What is Pittsburgh's team name?
Pittsburgh and what sport? See, trick question. Eh?
Didn't we just say it was football for $100?
We did say... all right, you know what? Trebek, you got me on this one. Touche.
Oh my gosh, the best fucking response ever. I'll take football for 100. Pittsburgh who? Wait, what sport are we talking about?
I'm trying to overthink you here. All right. So I know in baseball it's the Pirates. They're the Pittsburgh Pirates. I have to reason this out in my head. Okay. So it's not the Pirates. So the Pittsburgh... It's not the Penguins, because that's hockey.
That's right. 2 for 2 so far.
What, Pittsburgh, and it's for sure Pittsburgh, not like Pennsylvania or anything, right?
No, it's for sure Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So we have Philadelphia and Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, and it's an NFL team, a professional
NFL
team.
Yellow, they're gold and black, if it helps you.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
You looked it up, didn't you?
No. The gold and black helped. To be fair.
Okay. So, do you know what they're known for, or what
Stealing.
their fans are known for in the crowd?
What the fans in the crowd are known for?
Yes.
I've literally never watched a Steelers game, I don't think.
Okay,
Ever.
so the Steelers fans get all fucking fired up and wave towels in the air. Like hand towels,
That's
almost?
isn't that like a sports thing in general?
I maybe, but the Steelers have terrible towels. That's the name of the thing.
Terrible towels?
They're called the terrible towels when they, I don't know.
Are they, I mean, what's their quality like?
Like a fucking yellow bowling towel.
Okay.
To wipe your hands on, but you swing it around. They're called terrible towels for some reason.
That's dumb. I'm going to put that out there. That's stupid.
Okay. So this weekend they played the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep, that's a team that I've heard of before.
Okay.
Yep.
So Jacksonville's mascot
Is
his
a
name-
Jaguar.
His name is Jackson DeVille, just so you know.
Jackson DeVille. That's also dumb. I'm just gonna indict everything in football.
That's why I'm giving you the slow burn. I'm giving you one piece of information at a time.
Thank you.
You dissect it as you see needed.
I
and we roll with
can
it.
just drop kick it off the stage like, nope, stupid, done.
So the Jacksonville Jaguars got in trouble because towards the end of the game, the mascot held up a sign that said "Towels carry Ebola."
That's not even a joke or a pun or anything. That just doesn't.
Yeah, it's just a fucking like Ebola virus joke involving towels.
And also, to be fair, Ebola's pretty serious. Pretty much anything carries Ebola. Like, it's not just towels. I mean, the air carries Ebola.
Yeah.
Yeah. So take that.
Yeah, so the towels were actually, when they're making the helicopter motions, just circulating Ebola everywhere.
Just spraying it.
So do you really think it's worth an apology? Do you really think they have to apologize for holding up a sign that says the towels carry Ebola? Because I think it's the dumbest fucking thing ever. I think it's fucking hilarious to make fun of the towels like that.
I mean, I think it's funny. I think we live in a society that over apologizes for everything.
I think people get too offended about dumb shit. If they were like, fuck the black towels and use like the N-word instead, I could get behind that as being a bad thing to say.
If they had stepped out and advocated like segregating the black towels from the white towels.
Yeah.
If they had come up with like a separate bathroom that was only for the black towels, then you would have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or I mean, like one of the big jokes recently is like Ray Rice beat the shit out of his wife, or his girlfriend / now wife.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's a big joke.
Yeah. So one of the jokes with that was because a lot of players wear the Beats by Dre headphones. Everyone was saying Beats by Ray. If they had that sign in the game, that's offensive and should be apologized for.
Well, I mean,
An Ebola virus joke in a place where there is no Ebola virus isn't really that big of a deal, I feel like.
but I mean, who are you saving the Beats by Ray from? Are you saving like people that abuse people? Like, oh, we can't let other wife abusers hear that. They might be offended. Like,
Yeah, I just don't understand.
I don't understand apologies. I guess that's what I'm saying, Toby.
What it comes down to is there's no reason to apologize for anything.
Because it was already said. I mean, the thing is already out there. And just because you say, well, sorry that I said that, you still said it. It still happened.
Josh, if you tweeted our podcast carries Ebola, I wouldn't be mad at you. I wouldn't make you rescind your statement on the following episode.
What if an Ebola patient tweeted us and was like, that's very offensive because I have Ebola.
Then it was
Living
nice
with
knowing
Ebola,
them.
hashtag.
Then I hope they enjoy the rest of their life.
Yeah. For however long that may be. I'm just leaving that like that. So, yeah, Ebola's serious, but towel jokes are funny. That's where I'm landing.
Josh, on this episode filled with us solving life problems, we're about to solve another one.
I'm solving problems all day, son.
Yeah. We had a rousing debate earlier about what the world unlimited meant. So I feel like you can get behind this. And I think whatever stance you take, I might just go opposite of you, but I'll tell you that ahead of time.
That's how life works. Yep. Every time I have something to say, you side with the other side, even if the other side is
corporation over here.
Yeah. Even if the side is literally the devil, you would be on their side just because it's against me. That's how it works.
So, Amazon.
Yeah. Big business Toby talking about Amazon.
Amazon.com.
Yep. That's a callback to something only you and I know.
That's okay. It's our podcast.
All right, great.
Apparently there's a case in front of the Supreme Court now, Josh. that workers are bitching that they spend nearly 30 minutes waiting for the security checks after they leave their shift, and they should be paid for that time.
Yeah, that's messed up. I bet you're gonna side with Amazon here on this one, aren't you?
I just want to know,
you piece of shit. Better protect the corporations from the little workers that barely make any money and have to stand there for half an hour. Ooh, Amazon's going down the drain.
Listen, Amazon has an affiliates program that I may or may not be linked to. I feel like it's in my best interest to stay on the side of big corporations.
You and Amazon standing on the line, you're wearing riot gear, pushing the employees back. That's you. That's you.
Okay, so Amazon's statement on this is, security screenings are indistinguishable from many other tasks that have been found non-compensatable under the FLSA, such as waiting to punch in and out of the time clock, walking from the parking lot to the workplace, waiting to pick up a paycheck, or waiting to pick up protective gear before donning it for a work shift. An Amazon staffing contractor wrote in a brief to the court. And another spokesperson said, we have a long-standing practice of not commenting on pending litigation, but data shows that employees walk through post-shift security screening with little or no wait.
Little or no wait? Okay, so they're just straight up saying they're lying. These customers, or these employees are lying. So I'll agree with them that, like, yeah, that's part of the just leaving the shift for the day stuff, and it kind of goes along with that. But if I had to wait for a half an hour to clock out on my shift, then I would by default be getting paid for that last half hour because I was waiting to clock out. So I'm already poking holes in their argument, Toby. Right?
Wait, no. You punch out first. No. And then you have to wait in the checkout line.
I understand how their system works right now, but they're saying that the making sure I didn't steal anything checkpoint is just like waiting to punch out, right?
Yeah.
Because they're saying it's indistinguishable from all these other after-work tasks, right?
Yeah.
So, but waiting to punch out, how that works is you don't get to punch out until the very end. So you literally get paid for that entire thing of the waiting you're getting paid for.
No.
I'm beating Amazon at their own game. Bring it on.
What are you talking about? Do you even understand what the fuck the story is?
Yes! Toby, when you punch out of work, okay? You have like your time card or whatever, you put it in the time clock, it stamps it, and it has the current time, right? Okay. Now picture, you're not the only one using that time clock, and there was a very long line, okay?
Oh, okay.
I get in the line, say at 5 o'clock, but the line takes forever. I don't get to the time clock until 5:30. I swipe it, it punches the time at 5:30, meaning it looks like I didn't actually clock out until 5:30.
I got you. So you're saying that employees are fucking Amazon right now?
No, because there's not a line for the time clock. You would think that, wouldn't you? Yeah, great.
They're taking Amazon's a small corporation, and they have families to feed too.
We've got to protect the mom and pop Amazon. They're really just struggling to get by. They need all the help they can get. It's a really feel-good story that we can just get behind, this massive conglomerate mega corporation known as Amazon. Yeah, great. Toby, if you had to get off work and then you had to get the ocular and physical pat down to make sure that you didn't take any of the stupid shit that you have at work home with you for the day, you would get so mad.
I would, but I used to have to do that at Gamestop. I was trying to think about what fucking job it was. But, I mean, the Gamestop checkout line was one person because there's only two people working. And the Gamestop checkout was pull your pockets inside out like you're in a jail, and then say, look, my pockets are empty, I'm going home now, and then you leave.
You really had to do that at GameStop when you leave?
Yeah, because there's no cameras or security there.
Holy cow.
Because you're on the honor system, where you stop going in the back room for the day, you pull your pockets out, show that they're empty, and then you leave.
I mean, like, isn't there... I mean, I guess that, like, at some point you hire employees that are so cheap, like, to employ, that it would be in their best interest to steal from the employer, if at all possible, so that's why you're policing that. But at some point you would think that you would just make sure you hire good enough people that they wouldn't steal from you, you know?
I think everyone gets tempted, though. Because, I mean, like, realistically, like, if you're working... We'll go back to the GameStop theory here.
You're into games?
If you're in the games, and you have a Nintendo DS... and those games are the size of a quarter, you can throw a lot in your pocket real fast.
That's true. Also, though, if I'm going to be, like, swiping some games from GameStop and I work there, maybe I could just put it somewhere other than my pocket. Like, that's a hard one. And
they give you can take out games if you want to. If you wanted to take a game home, Josh, you can just take it home.
Oh, there's like a checkout system?
Yeah.
Is there, like, an official, like, you had to sign out for it and then...
Yeah, you just write down this book. I took this game.
Okay.
So, like, when I remember in the heyday of my achievement
Oh, that's how you were doing it. Oh.
Yeah, because they were all free. So I'd fucking grab like Avatar, take it home for the night, get 1,000 points in 30 seconds, and then go back to work the next day and take out a new game.
This is explaining a lot now. I get it.
They enabled me, goddammit.
But still, Amazon sucks. They should probably pay their employees a little bit more for the half hour. Or no, even better solution. Maybe don't make that take a half an hour.
But it depends on people in the... there's no good answer to this.
I think the good answer is expedite the process. That's the good answer.
Do you really think they should? But do you really think they should have to pay for security screenings?
Well, sure. Yeah.
We'll break it down this way. But like, okay, so what happens if the line's a half hour and they're paying people for a half hour for doing literally nothing?
Well, here's a better solution. It's probably pretty expensive to pay people an extra half hour for doing nothing with that many people. Why don't you hire like one extra person to do screenings that can pump way more people through, and then you're just paying one more person's salary for that half hour instead of like 50.
What if you just stagger the shifts by 15-minute increments? And then instead of having 100 people leaving at 5 o'clock, you have 25 leaving at 4:45, 25 leaving at 5, et cetera, et cetera.
Now we're getting into the weird, like, dehumanizing people thing again that Amazon's really good at, which is like, you are a commodity, you are here from 8:15 to 5:15. Like, that's weird, right?
I think it pretty much like just sums up the whole conversation.
I think it did too.
And by the summary, I mean Amazon's a great place to work. All hail Amazon.
Toby's affiliate link can be found at.
If you want to buy stuff and go through my affiliate link, it's at...
How's that money hat sitting on your head over there? Good?
Oh, it's right on here.
It's keeping it warm.
Jeff Bezos is right behind my shoulder. He's loving this conversation right now. Josh, this past Saturday.
Saturday.
October the 4th.
October the 4th.
It was the first time something happened in 50 plus years on a Saturday. Can you guess what it was?
You talked to a girl.
Yes.
In 50 plus years, the history of Toby.
I talked to one girl on one Saturday, and it was a thing.
Things are looking up. Not for this Saturday, but listen, maybe at some point he'll talk to another girl.
When I turn 97,
yeah, in 2 days,
I will be ready for that second girl.
What happened on Saturday, Toby?
You're supposed to guess, you motherfucker.
Okay. So what happened on Saturday? There was an eclipse of the heart, a total eclipse of the heart.
Yes, and by total eclipse of the heart, Josh means that it was the first Saturday in 50 plus years that there wasn't Saturday morning cartoons.
Why was there not? First of all, it's a weird statement, but why was there not Saturday morning cartoons?
Because last week was the last time they're showing cartoons on a Saturday.
Who is they? Who is this they that you're talking about?
The CW was apparently the last channel to show cartoons still. NBC ditched it in 92. CBS followed a little after. ABC stopped 2004.
So of the network channels, you're saying there was no Saturday morning network cartoons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saturday morning cartoons. Like when I was growing up, the big thing was like you wake up Saturday morning, run downstairs, and watch cartoons all day.
But I could still tune in to like Cartoon Network Saturday morning and probably have watched cartoons.
Maybe. Unless it's like MTV where there's not like cartoons anymore.
I could have acquired cartoons, is what I'm saying. I could have gotten the job done on set.
Do you not understand what happened, Josh? It's like, it's one of those weird generational things that kids are never going to understand now.
Well, okay, explain to me this. So there are no more channels on Saturday morning on network TV showing cartoons. Why? What changed?
People like you. I can go to Cartoon Network.
Oh, okay.
I can go on Hulu. I can go on Netflix.
But... And maybe this is a weird chicken and egg thing, but in order for those cartoons to show up on Netflix and Hulu and everything, they have to, like, be on TV at some point. Like, they have to exist. So if you're not showing cartoons anymore, they're not existing. In, like, a year or 2 years, it's going to be, like, super sad. Yeah, there's going to be a cartoon shortage. The world will be a sadder place.
It will be. But I don't know.
Cartoons suck anymore anyway, though. Like, modern cartoons.
What?
Yeah. Like,
they had shows like Cubix, Sonic X, Dragon Ball Z, and Kai, Digimon Fusion, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Are you going to sit here?
That sounds like a lot of Japanese cartoons. It doesn't really sound like American cartoons anymore.
Yeah. Are you going to sit here and tell me that Sonic X is a good show?
Josh, if I would have heard of it right before it died,
okay, good.
I could maybe give you an actual review on that show.
I thought you were gonna take the stand that something related to Sonic wasn't pure garbage, and that's not allowed.
So I'm gonna, out of the 5 that I just listed, or 6 I just listed,
Dragon Ball Z is a
I'm gonna
90s.
put Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon Fusion, Dragon Ball Z, and Cubix all in the same category of anime/card game.
Yeah.
Which I can understand why you'd only want to watch one of those instead of like all 5.
I mean, I'm into all 5 of them, baby.
And then anything Sonic usually sucks ass anymore.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Since Sonic 2, everything Sonic has sucked ass.
No, Sonic Generations was good.
No, what is? I don't even know what that is. What is that?
A game. So was Sonic Colors.
Sonic Colors was stupid because it had colors in the name.
You probably would have fucking Wii.
I had a Wii. I've got a Wii right here.
I'm not talking about that one.
I have both Wiis that you're talking about.
I have 3 Wiis. I'm fucking made of money. I got Mario Kart 89.
I have a Wii U and a Wii and another Wii.
Wii.
A Wii and a Wii and a Wii U. Wii?
Yes.
Great.
Josh turned Spanish and French during this episode so far. Josh, what was your favorite Saturday morning cartoon?
The Turtles were always good. Always liked the Turtles, but I gotta go G.I. Joe. Because, obviously.
I always remember Garfield. I remember Ninja Turtles. I remember Mighty Max, I think was a Saturday morning one. Was Tom and Jerry Saturday, or was that just normal?
Well, I guess that's the weird thing with me. Like, I never had that, like, get up on Saturday and watch cartoons, like, phenomenon. It was always, like, different times for me, and, yeah, I remember, like, I think at some point my grandma was, like, recording cartoons at some point, and I was watching it, like, after school and stuff. So I never had that experience that you're talking about of, like, sitting in front of the TV early Saturday morning.
I somehow remember a time that I forget how old I was, but I went downstairs on a Friday morning. I woke up real early, and I was all excited because usually Saturdays were the time to, like, wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go play Nintendo before everyone else woke up. I like original Nintendo. Like, we're like that age we're talking.
Yeah.
So I went downstairs. I didn't realize it was a Friday morning and not a Saturday morning. So I was up for a couple hours playing video games, and my mom came down dressed for work, and she was like, "You have to go to school," and I was heartbroken.
Yeah, that is literally the worst news that you can tell a kid, is that, yeah, I understand you've been up for 2 hours playing games, but now you have to go to the place that you hate.
By the way, it's not the weekend yet.
Yeah, by the way, you got to put up with this for a whole other day. You got to pry away from Mario Kart. That's not even on the original Nintendo.
That wasn't even a twinkle in Nintendo's eye at that point.
No. Got to pry yourself away from Simon's Quest.
What's that?
From Excite
Mighty
Bike.
Bomb Jack. I remember having Mighty Bomb Jack.
Mighty Bomb Jack, really?
I remember that one. I remember getting Star Tropics for Christmas. That was another classic one.
Oh, wow, nice. I wish I had Star Tropics as a kid. I feel
wish
like
you
that
had
would have
Star
changed
Tropics
my
now.
life.
That's probably why I'm the young upstart that I am today.
Yeah, that's it. We can trace it all back. Toby
When I was 9 at Christmas, and I played Star Tropics and met Mikey with his yo-yo for the first time, I knew I had to be that rebellious young go-getter. And that's why I am the way I am today.
Some days you get Bonk, some days you get Star Tropics.
Bonk wasn't on Nintendo.
I know, but that's a whole different kid that, like, went down the TurboGrafx hole.
No, there was no...
And he's sad.
There was no TurboGrafx generation.
That's also, like, the Betamax kid. That's the kid who, like, made the wrong decision at every turn. Like, he had a Master System, then he had a TurboGrafx, then his dad bought a Betamax player.
I knew a kid with a Jaguar.
Yeah? Did you pet it?
It was... I got to pet it, but I never got to play it, though.
Really? He was protective of his Jaguar?
Yeah, he was a fucking weird kid, in general. But I remember he had one. And I remember he had Aliens vs. Predator.
Nice. That's the only game.
But instead of having screenshots of the game on the box, it had, like, art from the movies.
Well, yeah, because the game looks like shit.
Yeah, but I always wanted to play it because it had that weird, like, 27-button controller. And I always wanted to know how to play it. I never got to.
I bet, spoiler alert, you don't use all but, like, 24 of them. Like, or
I bet
you don't use 24 of them.
Well, it always reminded me of when I was real little, I had an Atari. And I had, not Big Bird. Was it Big Bird? Yeah, it was Big Bird. So I had like a Sesame Street letter game and a number game. And it came with these little overlays to put on top of the controller.
Yeah.
So you knew like that was like Big Bird themed or like Grover themed and shit like that.
That was the one cool thing about the Jaguar was that some games would come with that overlay to explain what all the buttons were. Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's one thing that reminded me of was like my Atari past and how I wanted to just see what overlays it had because they were cool to me. And then
that makes me think that like, oh, this system would be amazing for like crazy strategy games where like like crazy battle mech thing where I'm gonna press the eject button like one time in the entire time I ever play this game, but like that wasn't the case. It was
I'm gonna press like 4, 7, 10, and it's a little hand on this. See, like that would be a good use of the fucking Kinect. If you have a keypad like that, so you press like 4, 7, 10, and the Kinect picks up like you're pushing those buttons on the screen. And
yeah, if the Kinect could like distinguish a person from like a dog, that'd be great. That'd be amazing for the Kinect.
I bet you could. I bet you could now.
Maybe like new
Kinect, the one that no one buys and doesn't come with the system anymore.
Yeah, the one that essentially doesn't exist. Great. Yep.
That's the best of all Kinects.
It's what we all wanted anyway, so I guess we can't complain too much.
Josh, every week we like to ask each other questions.
Yeah,
and then we like when the audience asks us questions.
I like one more than the other. I like interacting with the audience and not you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
So, if you want to do that, you can write in at cast@geek-pop.com, and you can ask your 2 favorite podcast hosts of all time, really. Life advice, life questions, really anything you want to know.
You know, I feel like you're selling it short. Your 2 favorite people ever, a question.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Not just podcast hosts. That's too narrow.
I mean, your parents are a thing, but we're also a thing, and we're a more important thing.
If your parents were like the sun... We're the moon, but during, like, a lunar eclipse.
We're like the black hole. It's going to suck up the entire fucking galaxy if you don't like us better than the sun.
Yeah, sure. That's a different way to put it. Yep.
Who's the guy that eats Galactus? We're like the fucking Galactus of podcasting.
Yeah, and your parents...
We will eat your fucking world if you do not come with us.
And to be clear, your parents are not the Fantastic Four in this case.
No.
No.
They're like the All Right 2. Maybe Fantastic One, depending on your living situation. I don't know.
That was like the most Mad Magazine fucking Fantastic Four ripoff in the world.
Not so Fantastic Four. I'm Sue Strum.
The human matchstick is here for everyone.
I'm the Ding.
The Ding.
This is all probably true. If I looked up like Mad, you know what? Fuck that. All right, Mad Magazine.
I'm gonna flip
Fantastic
this
Four.
issue of Geek Pop over and fold the cover in and form a different picture. That's what I'm gonna do. That's a deep Mad Magazine pull.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, I don't know if there was one with that actually on the cover. The internet's not really coming to my aid right now.
Darn it, internet.
Yeah, you know what? I agree.
If you guys ever read the Fantastic Four spoof in Mad Magazine, let us know.
Yeah, let us know what issue it is, because I'm going to try to find it, and then we can make fun of it. Wait, did I find it? Okay, they were on the cover of, I think, August 2005?
About when the movie came out, probably then, right? Or is that, maybe that's before.
But it says, we squeeze the Fantastic Four, plus pimp my ride. But I don't know how to get inside this magazine to see what they called them all. So I feel like the part that I really wanted to take away from this, I can't.
But we do know at some point they did squeeze the Fantastic Four.
We know it's a thing.
Yeah.
So if one of you are like a big Fantastic Four fan and have this episode or issue for some reason, you got to get that over to us.
Yeah, definitely. Get that our way.
Post haste. But yeah, so Josh.
You're lost in Mad Magazine right now.
So we like when the listeners of sorts write us questions, cast@geek-pop.com. Josh, we have, I think, like a world-shattering life tip coming at us first.
Whoa, okay.
Josh, our good friend Dylan, he has basically a fortune cookie's worth of advice for everybody that I'm going to share with you now.
I feel like you built it up and then instantly just belittled it to a fortune cookie level.
No, it's all ties together.
It was life-shattering, and then it was in a fortune cookie.
But it's so succinct and amazing that it's just ready there. It's right there. It's ready to go.
Can I put it on like a wallpaper and set it as my background on my computer?
I feel like you should, because it's actually directed towards you a little bit.
Okay, great.
Josh, there are a few things in life that should make you rethink your decisions about them. Trying to pick up things with your butt is definitely one of these things.
Listen, I have gotten way farther down the hole of I should probably rethink my life than picking things up with my butt. Like, come on. That's a Tuesday.
If this is the life you're trying to lead, you're doing a real good job of trying to run down this rabbit hole, buddy.
I mean, the rabbit hole exists. I might as well shine some light on it.
The rabbit hole is my butt. And I try to pick things up with it.
No. I'm not. That doesn't involve the butthole. I want to be clear.
Asshole.
Was that you as Alice falling down my butthole? Was that? Is that what just happened?
That's a Meet the Parents throwback. Meet the Fockers. When they teach the little kid to say asshole.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I also tried to teach the 2-year-old to say asshole this weekend. He says, "Hole," really good. I'm working on the ass, and then his mom caught me, so I had to play it cool.
That's terrible. You're a bad person.
I'm a fantastic person.
You bought this kid dress clothes and then taught him the word asshole. You're the worst.
I wanted the Slaptastic 4, right? But this is falling apart rapidly this week.
Let's keep these popping.
Dylan wants to know how you balance work and play in your life, because he has problems focusing on one and then not doing the other when he used to do the other.
Well, I mean, just do work. All right. I guess if your work isn't like a set time for you, like if you don't go to work and then come home, sitting down and trying to actually get work done when all the fun stuff is around you is actually pretty hard. I don't know. You have the willpower. You just do it. You
gotta sack up.
Yeah, or you just allot like twice as much time as you know the work's going to take, so that way you can waste half that time on Reddit. That's what I do.
That's the Josh plan.
Yeah.
I try to reward myself with shit, or else I won't do anything. Like on the weekend, I could sit on the couch all day and play video games for like 12, 14 hours straight. But instead, I'll say, okay, I'm going to vacuum first, then I'll play video games for an hour and grind out this achievement, and then I'll mop the floor, and then I'll play video games for an hour while it's drying and grind out these achievements, and so forth and so on.
And you find that you can actually stop once you're doing the game part to go back to more work?
It takes a while for me to get motivated to do things,
yeah.
But once I'm actually motivated to do them, it's easy for me to keep going.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. Like mine is, if you look at the graph of when I am actually being productive, there's a long ramp up, but then I can like stay productive once I'm there. It's just getting to that point is hard sometimes.
Yeah. But Josh, Dylan's the only one that wanted advice this week.
Well, we gave it. We gave him advice.
I know, but what I'm saying is, we have a lot of listeners.
We do.
We have a lot of people we want to talk to, too. And that's why they should all write us at cast@geek-pop.com just to have some more conversations with us. Tell us your life tips. We'll tell you life tips. Josh will pick you up with his butt if you ask him to.
I won't pick you up because you're too big. Like, it's small objects and not...
That fit right in there.
Not the butthole. I want to tell you, you're twisting my words. You're like a word magician over there. And it's not as weird as it sounds, everybody.
I'm a word wizard, first of all.
You're at best like a word mage.
Okay.
You're a word apprentice. But everyone, email us, talk to us, please.
Talk to us. Cast@geek-pop.com. And Josh, where can you find you during the week?
You can find me on Twitter. It's @GI_Josh.
And you can find me at Girls Heart Geeks. And you can find the podcast on your favorite listening apparatus, whether it's Stitcher, iTunes, Feedburner, anything like that. But if you subscribe to us on iTunes, that helps us move up the ranks and not have to pander to the audiences and cry and for attention.
Yeah, if you don't like us saying those things, then maybe you should be better listeners.
And we have this pyramid scheme going on where if you tell 2 friends, and then they tell 2 friends, and then they tell 2 friends each, we'll have like a pyramid of Geek Pop in no time.
Yep.
And that's really the best thing we could do right now.
Get in on the ground floor.
Yep. So if you want to write us reviews on Stitcher or iTunes, we'll read them on the show. Give us 5 stars, act like we're cool, leave us all sorts of love notes. And once again, I'm Toby.
And I'm Josh.
Lates. 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 Lates.